comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here from a Funko Popcast, and in today's video, it's a brand new edition of Cop Up or Pass Up. But before that happens, make sure you press that subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, today's video is a brand new edition of Cop Up or Pass Up, which those brand new to the channel, Cop Up or Pass Up is a series where I look at a certain set of Pops and Funko sodas and determine via overall hype from the Funko fanatics, my own personal reaction, and the detail of that said item of whether these are worth copping up the money for or passing up the opportunity to get. And today's edition of Cop Up or Pass Up is on Funko Fair 2021 reveals, more specifically week 2, because last week on the channel, we did review about week 1's reveals, which is day 1 to day 4. So if you haven't seen that video yet prior to this one, go watch that now and then come back to this one. But other than that, let's kick off with day 5 reveals, which was movies. So kicking off the movies lineup for reveals was for the director's lineup, and it is Spike Lee. Now, I don't exactly know who Spike Lee is, and then with the overall hype while looking at the comments, there's about a half and half reaction. Some people like him, some people don't like him. The detail of the pop, although it's kind of like a concept art, does look really cool, honestly, with the whole purple attire and kind of what looks to be like brass knuckles. However, because I don't have much of a personal reaction and there's a mixed amount of hype, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Now moving on to the Fast and Furious 9 pops, or F9 pops. These are alright. I only see Dom Toretto. Get it? I'm kidding. Yes, I know that Jacob Toretto is played by John Cena. But anyways, yeah, like I said, these pops look alright. I wish they were more of the original Fast and the Furious pops because of the fact that the 20th anniversary of the first movie is this year in 2021. So I felt like they should have made pops for that. But I know that F9 is supposed to be releasing very soon, so that explains why they are announcing pops for F9 right now. But I'm gonna have to say, passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we move over to Bram Stoker's Dracula, which has 1 pop of Van Helsing and 5 variants of Dracula himself. These are some okay looking pops. I feel like the chase is a little lazy in my opinion to that one Dracula, and then the exclusive and non-exclusive armored Dracula is a little bit also. Although there is a little bit of hype, I am gonna have to say passing up the opportunity to get this set of Funko Pops. Now we have pops for the movie Cool Runnings. This is so cool that we're getting Cool Runnings pops. You got John Candy's character in this set. There is a mix of hype because there are people who like this movie, but there's people who don't like this movie. Although I do enjoy this movie, I'm gonna have to say passing up the opportunity to get these pops because where's one with the bobsled? Now we're looking at pops for the movie White Man Can't Jump, which is 2 single pops, and then it's the 2 single pops put into a 2-pack. This is okay. I have not seen this movie. I know it has Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson in the movie. They look alright for human pops, but for right now, I'm gonna have to say passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got pops for the movie The Mummy. These are some okay looking pops. The villain, what seems to be for this movie, because it's been a long time since I've seen The Mummy, looks really cool with like the detail of the mouth. And then you got Rick O'Connell, which is played by Brendan Fraser. There's actually quite a bit of hype for this Mummy set. Only for right now, I am gonna say passing up the opportunity to get these pops. And then we got the last set of pops for the movie day reveals, which is the Goonies. Talk about a banger set to show off last. This set is awesome. Mikey with the map, Data with the punch glove. You even got Bram, that's a Target exclusive, 2 new variants of Sloth, and then Chunk doing the Truffle Shuffle. How could you say no to Chunk doing the Truffle Shuffle? That is awesome. These look 10 times better than the original Goonies pops, and these are definite future grails. So just for that, I am gonna say cop up the money to get this set of Funko Pops. And now we kick off with day 6 of TV reveals with a wave of The Office. Now I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this is the actual first time ever that The Office has an entire wave of pops that are exclusives. This wave of pops is awesome. Now I'm not going to show off all the photos, but as you guys know, we're getting a Phyllis, we're getting an Oscar, we're getting 2 variants of Ryan Howard, we're getting 3 variants of Creed, and there's only 1 Michael Scott and then 2 Dwight Schrute, which obviously I am going to get all of them because I have an office set going on. I want to try to complete that set. And just for that, and there's a bunch of hype because there are a lot more new characters than just revamps of your usual Michael, Jims, and Dwights, which there are no Jims in this wave. I'm going to say cop up the money to get this set. Then we have the G.I. Joe vs. Transformers mystery box. There's a decal, there's some pins, but you have a chance of 2 out of 4 pops that are shown in here that are 2 from Transformers and 2 from G.I. Joe. This is okay. I do like the idea that it's going to come in a lunch box instead of your normal cardboard box, but I noticed that for the Transformers side of things, that is just revamps of Optimus Prime and Megatron, which have already been made, but I think for G.I. Joe, if I'm not mistaken, those are 2 complete new characters that weren't made before. But the fact that you get a bunch of stuff with this, and it's probably at a decent price, I will say for right now though, cop up the money to get this mystery box. Then we got ourselves just a separate wave of G.I. Joe pops. These are okay. I know people are hyping huge for Snake Eyes with the Timberwolf dog. The rest of the set is okay too, but I feel like for a set like this, the general Funko fanatic audience would only get, I guess, a couple from this set. There's not going to be many that I feel like would want an entire set from this, unless you are a huge fan of G.I. Joe, of course. So just for that, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this set. Then we got ourselves a new wave of the Umbrella Academy. This set of pops looks really, really cool. I'm loving the Klaus. The Pogo looks way better than the first wave Pogo. And then I'm loving that glow-in-the-dark Vanya. But for the rest of that set, it's alright. I mean, you basically have revamps of the same characters from the first wave, except for the fact that it's more of Season 2 and not Season 1 this time. So just for that, and although I do love Umbrella Academy and there is hype behind this, I do think, though, as a set, passing up the opportunity to get the entire set. Then we got ourselves a 6-inch Krang from the Tmnt Retro Toys lineup. This is pretty cool. I know MD is super pumped about it. We talked about it on a recent episode of a Funko podcast. The detail's really cool, and I'm really loving that TMNT is always putting out newer characters and not revamps of, let's say, the 4 main Ninja Turtles. So just for that, there's a bunch of hype. I do have a bit of personal reaction, and the fact the detail is nice. Cop up the money to get this Funko Pop. Then we're looking at pops for Bewitched, which this is kind of a re-announcement because they already announced Bewitched pops at London Toy Fair in 2019, but of course I think Funko had kind of lost the license, but instead of 3 characters from the original announcement, it's only 2 characters. These look okay. I mean, there is a bit of hype, and I don't have much of a personal reaction, but they are very detailed though. I'm kind of going personal reaction though and saying passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got a wave of pops for the TV show Frasier. These are okay. I don't really know Frasier all that much. I'm liking the character that's got the dog. I'm always a fan of like what I call a 2-for-1 deal, or it's actually under a different name now, which we'll go later on into this video what I mean by that. They're basic human pops, but there is a bit of hype, but I don't know the show that much. So just for that, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got a wave of pops for Happy Days. This is a great show. I watched this as a kid. I feel like though with a set like this, people are just going to go crazy for the Fonz, and like the other characters are probably going to kind of be shelf sitters. Maybe like 1 or 2 of them. I do see a couple of them selling out. There is hype for this, and I do have a bit of a personal reaction. But as terms to an entire set to purchase, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get this set. And then the last reveal we have for the TV reveals is His Dark Materials. I don't know the show at all, but once again, like I mentioned, I am a fan of 2-for-1 pops, and every single one is technically a 2-for-1. These pops look pretty decent. There is a bit of hype, but for right now though, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get these pops. So kicking off day 7 reveals, which was animation, is Godzilla vs. Kong, which is a bit weird because this is in the movies lineup, but it didn't get announced during movie day. These pops look wicked. I love the common pops that we got going on, and even the exclusives, which obviously won't be shown on your screen, but the exclusives are pretty cool. The FYE exclusive glow-in-the-dark one. Of course, Books A Million has to pull off 2 commons, put it in a 2-pack. But then those Walmart exclusive 10-inch pops. If you look at IGN's Instagram stories, you can actually see these pops better than what they're showing in these kind of concept glam shots, and they look great. So just for that, as an entire set, I'm definitely saying cop up the money to get this set. And then we move over to Clifford the Big Red Dog, and this is what I mean when I was mentioning about, 2-for-1 deal with a different name now, because now they're officially calling it Pop and Buddy, where you got the comment of Clifford with Emily, and then you have the flocked exclusive going to Hot Topic. A lot of people are hyped because Clifford the Big Red Dog was a huge nostalgia piece, especially for, I'm pretty sure, some 90s kids, including myself. But there is some bad hype because I think this is more of the revamped version of Clifford the Big Red Dog and not the more 90s nostalgic version. But I know they definitely made these pops because there is going to be a live action movie coming out soon. I'm gonna say cop. And then we look at the set of pops for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Now, I don't remember this show at all. I think it's because when I was growing up watching some TV series, I think I was more of a YTV Nickelodeon kind of person, but this is Cartoon Network. But I know there is a huge amount of hype, and the detail looks really cool on these pops, especially Eduardo, and he's even got a flocked variant. I'm gonna say for right now, cop up the money to get the set. Probably because MD would be mad at me if I said pass up the opportunity. Then we got a new wave of Rick and Morty pops. These are alright, these are for the newer season, but I'm not really the biggest fan of them because I'm still waiting for a Morty Jr. pop from the very first season. They gave us the mystery mini, why isn't there a pop for that Morty Jr. character? So just for that, although the dragon's really cool, passing up the opportunity to get this set of pops. Then we got Solar Opposites, which is kind of like a spin-off or like a TV series though, but it's made by the same people that make Rick and Morty. These are okay, but there is basically no hype from the Funko fanatics whatsoever. There's not really many fans of this, unless of course you're a huge Rick and Morty fan. I'm just gonna go with my gut and say passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got Super Chicken, which I think is a 60s cartoon. Once again, not a lot of people actually know about this, only a select handful. The detail is cool, but I don't really know what Super Chicken is. So just for that, I am going to say passing up the opportunity to get that pop. Then we got ourselves Line Friends. Why was this made? Pass up the opportunity to get these pops. And then we got ourselves Dilbert. I think I know who Dilbert is, but I don't really know who Dilbert is. Like, I may have seen Dilbert a couple times. There is a bit of hype, but there's not a bit of hype. And then the detail's pretty cool because you got like the tie kind of like swished up like that. Overall, I am gonna say passing up the opportunity to get this pop. Now we're moving on to day 8, which is an entire wave of Disney pops, kicking off with Pinocchio. This set is not too bad. I don't remember if we ever even got a Geppetto pop before, which is really, really cool. People are hyping for, I can't even remember the name of that character, but it's the cat and there's the fish. It's the first one on the top left of the glam shot. And then I'm actually kind of a fan of that glitter chase, to be honest, for the, I think it's called Blue Fairy. And then why did they make a Diamond Collection pop for Jiminy Cricket? But realistically, my only gripe is that Diamond Collection Jiminy Cricket, but I do like basically the majority of this set. So just for that, cop up the money to get this set of pops. Then we got ourselves the Artist Series Minnie and Mickey Mouse that are Amazon exclusive. You can tell that they're kind of Valentine's Day Artist Series exclusives, but at the same time, on Amazon's page, they're not going to be released until April. And if they're not going to be released for Valentine's Day, why even get these pops, honestly, unless you're a huge fan of Mickey and Minnie Mouse? So just for that, I'm going to say passing up the opportunity to get these pops. And then we got ourselves a wave of Alice in Wonderland's 70th anniversary pops. These look pretty cool, honestly. You got new molds of Cheshire Cat, Mad Hatter, Tweedledee and Tweedledum 2-pack. This is not a bad set. A lot of people are hyped, especially because it's Disney. Just for right now, though, although I don't really have much of a personal reaction, cop up. Then we got a huge wave of Lilo and Stitch pops. This is alright. There is mixed hype because there's people who are hyping for another Lilo and Stitch wave, but there are people who are thinking, why aren't we seeing other characters from Lilo and Stitch instead of getting so many different Stitches? Which is true. We are getting an abundance of Stitches. There are some that are cool, like Stitch on the Rocket, and then there's also the Funko Shop exclusive with like the chase that has the record player. But as an overall set, would I get every single one of them? I'm gonna say pass up the opportunity to get this entire set of Funko Pops. Then we got ourselves the Walmart exclusive Artist Series Mickey Mouse pops. These are okay. I kind of like the design of the Firefighter Mickey just because of like the way the flames are and everything. But at the same time, I'm not really a fan of these Artist Series pops. So just for that, passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got pops for the upcoming Disney Pixar movie Luca. Not a lot of people are fans of these pops, honestly. I'm not really a fan of them. The detail looks alright from these concept arts, but for right now, passing up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got ourselves a flocked Winnie the Pooh Valentine's Day pop. This is alright. This is starting to go into stores now, I'm pretty sure, and has yet to release online, or it's online now, but it's a pre-order. I can't exactly remember, but I think I'm going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop, honestly. And then the last set of pops are kind of re-announcements, but they added a newer pop to this set, and that is Raya and the Last Dragon, or Raya and the Last Dragon. I can't exactly remember the name. These are okay, but I feel like not a lot of people are going to want to get this entire set. They're only going to get a couple characters, and then some will probably be on clearance. So just for that, I'm going to say pass up the opportunity to get this set of pops. So kicking off the last day of reveals for Funko Fair is a pop comic covers of Superman. This is great. This is something new and refreshing for not only the DC lineup, Marvel lineup also, which I can say that just this pop comic covers alone was definitely way better than the entire Marvel reveals for Funko Fair 2021. And because this is something new and refreshing, I think it's easy to say cop up the money to get this pop comic covers. Then we got a new wave of the Flash Funko Pops, which a lot of people are hyping for. A lot of people are really wanting that glow-in-the-dark Funko Shop exclusive Flash, and even the GameStop exclusive, I think it's Godspeed, I can't remember the name. I'm surprisingly going to say cop up the money to get this set of pops. Then we got a wave of Wonder Woman 80th anniversary pops. These are okay. I'm not a big fan of that chase. I feel like that's a lazy chase in my opinion, and I'm not really a fan of the majority of these Wonder Women, so just for that, and although there is a bit of hype, pass up the opportunity to get this entire set of pops. Then we got two new Britney Spears pops, which one is for the Toxic song and the other is for Oops, I Did It Again. These are not too bad, honestly. I was a little worried when we heard that there's going to be some new Britney Spears pops, but these are alright, honestly. Okay, I know that was a little weird. But for right now, I'm going to say pass up the opportunity to get these pops. Then we got ourselves a Motorhead Ace of Spades pop album. This looks really cool. I'm loving this variant of Lemmy. Although I'm not really the biggest fan of Motorhead, it's still a really detailed pop albums cover, and it's an iconic song, so just for right now, cop up the money to get this pop. Speaking of pop albums, AC/DC's Highway to Hell. I was really surprised about this, not because of like, oh, Highway to Hell, but I thought they were just gonna do like a black and white variant of like the original Angus Young chase, but they kind of made a new mold to it. I might get this, I'm not exactly sure. There is a bit of hype. There's a lot of people who like this one better than the Ace of Spades one, so just for that, I'm gonna say cop up the money to get this. Now we got Aaliyah, which I have no idea who Aaliyah is. Attire is pretty detailed, honestly, and there is a bunch of hype. I guess even though I'm not the biggest fan of this pop, I will say for right now, cop up the money to get this pop. Then we got ourselves Bret Michaels with his own 1 in 6 chase, which is just a hat over a bandana. I don't know, there is some hype, but there's not. Pass. Then we got Kid and Play. Pass. And then we got Devo. Why was this even made? Pass. And then we got Fall Out Boy. There is some people that have been wanting Fall Out Boy for quite a bit now. These are alright. You got basically two variants of one character, which I think it's Pete Wentz, I'm pretty sure. And then you got Patrick Stump on the guitar there. Just for right now, because it's more personal. You know what? I'm going to say cop up. End it off on a high note. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below on what your favorite reveals for week 2 of Funko Fair 2021, or I should say even Funko Fair overall was. And like I said earlier, press that subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.